Good Monday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Kelly Franson. Want to get you caught up on the weather situation today. We've already had several severe thunderstorm warnings, or right now they're clustered around Los Alamos and Santa Fe. But you can see the big map there. That area of low pressure spinning in the four corners. That's going to bring a lot more storms as we take you through the day. So let me take you in a little tighter, show you what we currently have on the radar. So this cluster of severe thunderstorm warnings, this one right across I-25 is set to expire at 2 p.m. Quarter size hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds possible as we go to the north, just below Los Alamos there on the map. That's in effect until 1:45. Same idea with this storm, likely seeing quarter-size hail, and the potential is there for 60-mile-an-hour winds and into Santa Fe. This storm sitting just to the southwest of Santa Fe itself. This severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 2:15. So what I want to do is take you in a little tighter on these storms and give you an idea of what we're seeing. So I mentioned one of the threats is that hail size. You can see that purple area. Right now it looks like the largest hail is right on top of I-25. 1-inch hail. These storms have been pulsing up and down. At times we've seen indications of perhaps 2-inch hail, and these storms are moving north at this point. So they're going to continue up toward Cochiti Pueblo, Cochiti Lake, Los Alamos, and as I said, that storm over the Santa Fe area. The strongest portion of that storm just south of I-25, that hail core there, that's going to continue to move to the north. So we're going to keep you updated. Right now, these are severe thunderstorm warnings. We will let you know if any tornado warnings are issued. As we take you back to the big picture again, everything right now in north central New Mexico is rotating from south to the north. As we get you further into the afternoon, the biggest severe weather threat is expected to be in northeast New Mexico. And once again, the biggest threat will be large hail and damaging winds, but isolated tornadoes will be possible today. So we do want you to remain weather aware. And of course, we will continue to keep you updated here and online. And of course, if any new warnings are issued for tornadoes, I will get you back here on the air with the latest info. But right now, these are severe thunderstorm warnings around Santa Fe and just south of Los Alamos. Oh, we do have a tornado warning, so I'm going to stay on the air here and take you in a little tighter because we just saw that one right over I-25. A tornado warning has been issued for that storm. So this is capable of producing a tornado, which means we have not seen the tornado yet, but the possibility is there. Let me go ahead and switch back over to the regular radar that you're used to looking at here. And again, it is this cell. Let me get you in a nice and tight here. Right there on I-25, southwest of Santa Fe, northeast of Algodones. Again, there is now a tornado warning in effect. This will be in effect until 1:45 unless we tell you it has been canceled earlier. So this is moving north at 5 miles per hour, so very slow. And this is what we call a radar indicated tornado, which means we're seeing evidence of that rotation on the radar. We have not had any spotter confirmed sightings of this yet. So what I want you to do, if you are in this area, this is southeastern Sandoval County, west central Santa Fe County. You do want to go to the lowest level of your home, put as many walls between yourself and the storm as possible. You're seeing there on your screen, if you've got a basement or a safe room, that's great. If you don't have any of those, go to an interior room. The idea is to put as many walls between yourself and the storm as possible and to get away from windows. If you know people who are planning to travel I-25 in this area, you do want to tell them that the road is not a safe place to be, so you are going to want to take shelter from this storm. I want to get you back to the radar because we do have several storms in the area, and I want to tell you it is not the storm just to the south of Santa Fe. It's the one to the southwest, right smack dab in the middle of your screen there on the Sandoval-Santa Fe County line. That is where we are seeing the strongest storm right now. We're going to bring back up the possibility, yes, definitely some hail indicated with this storm as well. So while there is that tornado warning for that storm right in the center of your screen, lightning, of course, always a threat. Looks like the possibility of 1-inch hail with that, strong winds, in addition to any potential tornado that may be occurring with this storm. You can see that area of rotation right there again, where you see the green and the red next to each other, just to the south of I-25. So this is what we are going to continue to be watching for you. Again, if you are joining us from this area, you do want to take action to protect yourself from this storm. So where we're seeing that green right next to the red, right in there, in the center of your screen, that's where we're seeing that indication of possible rotation with this tornado warning. So again, a tornado warning is in effect. This is southeastern Sandoval County and west central Santa Fe County. This is in effect until 1:45 or until we tell you otherwise. The cell moving toward the north, the strongest portion of this cell with the rotation closing in on I-25 right now. We're going to go ahead and take you in just a little bit tighter here so you can see what other roads we're looking at near State Highway 16. So actually between State Highway 16 and Highway 22, if you're familiar with this area, you can see Rosario showing up on the map there, as well as Santo Domingo Pueblo off to the northwest of the strongest area of rotation that we're seeing on the radar right now. Again, you do want to take precaution. This is a very serious storm. It is now a tornado warned storm that we are continuing to track for you. The strongest portion of this just starting to push its way across I-25 near Domingo and Rosario, again between State Highway 16 and Highway 22. I'm going to go ahead and widen out just a little bit so you can see the storms that we also have surrounding this area, because it is the one right there with that red area that we are watching for that rotation. That's where we're seeing the strongest rotation. Let me go ahead and put this into motion for you so you can watch the movement of these storms. They've been moving from south to north in this area, so you can watch. This is a 30-minute loop on the radar as these storms have developed and are continuing to push toward the north. So again, the tornado warning is in effect for that area right over I-25. We're looking at quite a ways south of Los Alamos, just to the southwest of Santa Fe. So let me take you in just a little tighter here one more time and show you what we have going on. That tornado warning in effect until 1:45, and also looking for the potential there for hail and strong winds outside of the area where we're seeing the rotation. Let me take you back to the map, and again, you're looking at where that green and red are right next to each other on the radar just south of I-25, and this is continuing to move to the north. So it is expected to be crossing I-25 there within the next several minutes. We'll take you in a little tighter. Again, it's just to the south of where State Highway 16 meets I-25, where we are seeing that area of potential rotation on the radar. So far, we do not have any reports of any drivers or people outside seeing a tornado. But again, we do want you to, if you know people traveling in this area, you do want to get off the road and find a safe location. We're also talking about the possibility of accumulating hail with really all of these storms in this same area. So we talk a lot about hail size when we're talking about severe thunderstorm warnings, which we also have in effect outside of that tornado warned area. But it's not just a matter of hail size in this instance. It is also a matter of that accumulating hail on the roadways that can really slick things up in a hurry. So again, we are watching this cluster of thunderstorms that has been moving from south to north along I-25 south of Los Alamos. Right around Santa Fe is the right side edge of your screen. That's a severe thunderstorm warning, but there is a tornado warning for a small section of this cluster of storms right over I-25. So I'm going to go ahead and bring you up to the latest image here on the radar so we can go ahead and take you in tight once again. I am watching for any potential spotter reports here from the National Weather Service. I have not seen any yet, but we do want to keep you aware of what is going on. So we're south of Cochiti Lake, Cochiti Pueblo, just to the southeast of Santo Domingo Pueblo. And again, you are seeing thunder and lightning right now. You're in that severe thunderstorm warning, but the rotation part of this storm is just now starting its push across I-25 just to the west of Rosario. So I want to go ahead and bring in some of my other data products here so we can take a closer look at what is going on. And again, we're keeping an eye on where that green is right next to the red as we look at the Doppler radar. That's what shows us the velocity signature. That's where we could be looking at that rotation. So we are going to keep an eye on that. I believe we have a picture of a funnel cloud. Is this from the earlier storm or is this from most Santa Fe funnel cloud? I'm listening to my producer here. What we're seeing there does not appear to be touching the ground, which doesn't mean that there's not something touching the ground somewhere, but this is a picture that a viewer has sent to us from Santa Fe. So we are going to continue to keep you updated again. Right along State Highway 16, where it meets I-25, is where we are seeing those signs of rotation. So you see Santo Domingo Pueblo there on the map, just to the left of that area of strongest rotation. Again, if you are within this tornado warning, you do need to take this very seriously. You need to find a safe place. You need to be inside, lowest level of your house, away from any windows. And if you know people who are set to be driving through this area, you do want to let them know that we have active severe thunderstorms and a tornado warning right along this stretch of I-25. Let me go ahead and switch back to the regular radar picture you're used to looking at and give you a little wider view. So again, you can see that we are looking northeast of Albuquerque on I-25 as you head up towards Santa Fe. We have that cluster of severe thunderstorms, and one of which has also shown signs of rotation. So that is where we have that tornado warning. So we are going to continue to keep you updated on these storms and let you know if we start getting any reports in. I am still not seeing any reports from the National Weather Service, but of course the idea is that people are inside taking shelter, staying safe. So even though we don't have any dramatic video to show you with this, we do want you to always stay safe and not try to go and look outside to see what is going on with these storms. So again, we've got a cluster of storms that are moving from south to the north along I-25. They are crossing I-25, Santa Fe, and just to the west and southwest. So between Algodones and Santa Fe, just south of Los Alamos, is where we are seeing these severe thunderstorm warnings and that one section of the storm right over I-25 that is under a tornado warning. So let me go ahead and freeze this in the most latest location of the radar so we can get you caught up on what we are seeing with our other radar sources. Still seeing evidence of fairly large hail where you see the purple. So there are several different hail cores with this system. And then we're also, of course, tracking the velocity, which shows us where we're seeing potential rotation. It is starting to look a little weaker on this particular view, so we're going to keep you updated, let you know what we're seeing, but we do want you to continue to take this very seriously, this cluster of severe thunderstorms with the tornado warning right over I-25 near Santo Domingo Pueblo. And as I zoom in a little tighter, we'll give you some of those crossroads again, let you know where we're seeing the worst of this storm between Highway 22 and State Highway 16 on I-25. As of now, this tornado warning is set to run until 1:45, and it's just after 1:30 in the afternoon right now. We're going to be continuing to track this severe weather for you today. I believe we have another picture that my producer is telling me. This is from northwest Santa Fe. Again, evidence of what appears to be a funnel cloud. It's always hard to tell with these pictures what's going on down at the surface. It doesn't become a tornado until it officially touches down. So we definitely have some funnel cloud viewings that have been spotted. Again, you do want to take these storms very seriously. The atmosphere is clearly ripe for severe weather today, as we have already seen several instances of these severe thunderstorms forming right now. They are clustered here in north central New Mexico. But I do want to take you back to the big map. We'll continue to keep you updated as new information comes in. But this is the scene. We've got that area of low pressure up around the four corners. We've got a lot of moisture in place, and those storms are going to be rotating around that area of low pressure. So right now, they are moving from south to north, and those severe thunderstorms right there into north central New Mexico. But as we get you further into the day, we are going to be tracking what's going on to the east. So we'll take you in tight again. We've got that cluster of severe thunderstorm warnings and that tornado warning right on I-25 near Santo Domingo Pueblo. That's in effect until 1:45 p.m. I do want to give you the heads up that while this is the area where we're seeing the most impacts right now, we also have a cluster of thunderstorms ready to cross I-40 just east of Albuquerque. And as these storms continue to pull toward the east, this whole area pulls toward the east, there's actually a more favorable environment for stronger storms as we get into northeast New Mexico. So I fully expect to have more severe thunderstorm warnings in the northeast corner of the state along with these central portions of the state. Largest threats will be large hail and damaging winds, but a tornado is certainly possible, as we are seeing right now with this tornado warning that is in effect right on the Sandoval County, Santa Fe County line. So again, I'm taking you in a little tighter on the radar to that cluster of severe weather. You see just north of Madrid, Cerrillos, cluster of storms for you right now. Santa Fe, you're under that severe thunderstorm warning. That is for that cell just to the south, ready to swing up into Santa Fe. That one has large hail and damaging winds, but it is the cell to the west near Santo Domingo Pueblo that has that tornado warning. So we're going to go ahead and switch over where we can see those hail cores in the purple. So we've got one of them crossing I-25. That's where we have that tornado warning in effect, but we also have several other areas where these storms are producing hail. And again, while we talk about the size, quarter size hail certainly possible with these storms, it is also likely producing accumulating hail on the roadways, which can act just like snow or ice if it's heavy enough, can coat the roadways and make travel very difficult. So my advice, definitely stay off the roads in this area at this time, particularly around, between Algodones and Santa Fe. That's where you run into the cluster of severe thunderstorms. This is a live view from Santa Fe right now. And in this particular view, we don't have the hail accumulating on the surface, but keep in mind the hail core with the strongest storm near Santa Fe is still to the south of you. So it definitely could get a lot worse before it starts to get better in your area. So the severe thunderstorm warnings are for large hail and damaging winds. The tornado warning includes that area where we have seen evidence of rotation. And I do have a spotter report of hail of quarter size inch. Just, let's see, east-northeast of Los Rios in Santa Fe County. So this has been confirmed with severe weather in terms of hail size. We have viewer video now from Santa Fe where we are looking at those dark clouds and seeing what appears to be a little bit of a funnel forming up there. Again, it becomes a concern when it gets down toward the ground, so we'll continue to keep you updated on that. Right now, Santa Fe itself is not under a tornado warning. The tornado warning is on the Santa Fe Sandoval County line, crossing I-25 right now, and that storm is going to continue to move to the north. So we are going to continue to keep you updated on what we are seeing. Let me take you back to the reflectivity view of the radar, which is what most of you are most familiar with seeing. So you can see we've got this cluster of thunderstorms, a lot of heavy rain, a lot of lightning, and then the severe thunderstorm warning portion is for that potential for large hail, which we have had reports of hail of a quarter size, and the potential for damaging winds. That's in addition to any sort of tornado or spinning motion of the winds that we get. It looks like we have another report from Red River, actually, of penny-size hail, and that is technically below severe thunderstorm level. It has to be a 1 inch, which is quarter size or larger, to be considered a severe thunderstorm. But of course, we always want to hear the reports of other sizes of hail as well. And as I mentioned earlier, accumulating hail, where it forms that coating on the roadways, can be very dangerous as well, even though those are not severe thunderstorm warned with smaller hail. So we're continuing to track these thunderstorms. They are moving from south to north. And if you are in this tornado warning, again, on the Sandoval Santa Fe County line, right over I-25, just south of Cochiti Lake, you do want to be in a safe place right now. Basement, safe room if you have it is wonderful. If not, go to the interior room on the lowest level of your house. The idea is to put as many walls between yourself and the storm as possible. And yeah, right now we do not have any watches out. A watch is a long-term, telling you the conditions are favorable. A warning, that is when a tornado has been sighted or indicated by radar. That is what we have going on across I-25 near Santo Domingo Pueblo right now. That tornado warning is set to expire. Oh, good news. The tornado warning has been canceled. I mentioned it looked like that storm was weakening, and sure enough, the tornado warning has been canceled. But we do now have a severe thunderstorm watch. So let me see if that is in the system right now, just so I can give you the latest information on that. So we are going to continue to track these severe thunderstorm warnings. The red box you see flashing on your screen, that has been canceled. So it's no longer showing signs of rotation. That being said, these storms storms are still very strong, and we will continue to track them. They still have evidence of producing that large hail and damaging wind, and it is possible we see more tornado warnings as the day goes on. All right, let me take you to show you the map right now. This new severe thunderstorm watch that I mentioned here, that will be in effect. Let's check it out until 10 p.m. Yes, that is correct. This was just issued by the National Weather Service. You can see it east of Albuquerque, so it includes Moriarty, Santa Rosa, Las Vegas, Raton, Clayton. This will be in effect until 10 p.m. The biggest threats are large hail and damaging winds, but as we've seen already, it is possible that some of these storms start to spin, and we could potentially see further tornado warnings. If that happens, we will break into programming and give you the latest information, but you do need to have a severe weather plan today and be ready to take action if warnings are issued for your area.